Budget Bass. I'm Salvatore. A little bit about my channel. We're up here in northeastern North Carolina, close to the Virginia line. And as I've gotten on YouTube and looked, there's not a whole lot of fishing videos for our particular area. You see a lot for out in Lake Hickory, out there towards Raleigh, Jordan Lake. That's pretty common. Up here we have a little bit of different conditions. So I'm just out here trying to share what I know, and y'all can share what you know, and we can both learn something. So today's video is going to be about water clarity. I've got 3 different demonstration buckets here, and we've got our first bucket. This is actually out of the Pasquotank River. I can go and grab that out tonight. It's January, so the bacteria count's real low. It's cold. It's pretty clear water, which is extremely unusual for the Pasquotank River in general. This is a little more common what we see down here. This might be a little bit darker than you might normally see, but it does demonstrate that tea tree color we get from all the cypress trees we have out here. And then last, we've got that dark, muddy water. This is what you'd be seeing after it rains, as the water levels are coming up. And we're going to go ahead. We've got several different colored baits here, and we'll stick them in and show you how they look. So you can decide, what you need for that presentation. So the colors we're going to be going over today is a very natural colored soft plastic worm. We've got June bug, black, green pumpkin. Got a couple different color frogs here. I've got black and white. That's primarily what I like to fish. I've got black, but it has a white belly. Natural colored frog. As far as our hard baits, we have a very natural colored crankbait. We got that chartreuse and that crawdad color. And then we're also going to be demonstrating the color of this chartreuse spinnerbait and dark black and red jig. We're going to start out with our clear water. Clear water, I tend to fish a lot of really natural colored baits. I think they really perform well in that clear water. They're extremely visible. You see we got that very natural colored soft plastic. And I mean, it definitely shows through in that clear water conditions. But as we move down the line here, you'll see it's very difficult to even notice it in that tea tree colored water, And moving on to our muddy water, it's almost non-existent. So you're out there fishing, you're throwing these baits, and man, I can't figure out why they're not hitting. Maybe it's time to change the color up a little bit. So we'll move on now. I got the green pumpkin. That's one of my favorite colors to fish. It's quite visible in that clear water condition. Looks nice. I do fish it a lot in that stained water. On that muddy water now. Really, really hard to see that green pumpkin. So, generally, more natural, lighter colors and light water. Darker water we go, the darker we go with our baits. Next one we're testing is that June bug. June bug seems to do very well all around colors, to be honest with you. It's that June bug, flake. I mean, she's showing through. Well, it's clear water, so what's to be expected? We get her into that dark water. And she does pretty good in the muddy water too. I'll go right on through that black in the clear water. Not saying you can't catch fish black clear water, but it kind of looks a little unnatural to me. That dark color, she does real good in that, but she really shines through in that muddy water. And you can see a substantial difference between fishing that black and that natural color bait in that muddy water. Another one I like to demonstrate to you is that natural colored hard body bait. A little shad color, a little off green to it. And I think right here this stands out wonderfully in that clear water. Like I said, I like to fish a lot of natural colors, the more visibility you have. It does pretty good in that stained water. You can kind of see it. It's going around. And again, almost invisible when you get into that dark water. We got that chartreuse, which I think works phenomenally in everything. And we've got her clear water, sunny day conditions, high visibility, got 2 foot of water clarity. She's definitely visible in that tea tree colored water that we have around here. And then got them dark flood conditions. She does great in it. Very, very visible. And it's just a great colored bait to use and to have. Definitely something I always go out with. We have that crawfish. Crawdad, whatever you want to call it. And I think she does very well in that dark colored water too. Now granted, visibility is always going to be bad in that muddy water, which is why I like to get something that's going to produce a bit of sound and get you out there. They're going to be feeding off of that vibration. I've got chartreuse color spin bait. I like this one. I've got a lot of fish on this one. He's got that little, I guess, off orange, red Colorado blade on it. And as you can see, it works really, really good in that tea tree. In clear water, it does still look fairly natural. And she'll shine through in that muddy water condition as well. So, come to that dark water, I do usually use a lot of real dark colored baits. That red shines through. And as you can tell, gets through. I would pair this up with something, some kind of critter bait, that's going to make a lot of vibration to counteract the fact there's low visibility. She fits nice, she stands out in that tea tree as well. Really good all-around color bait to have. As far as my frog colors go, me personally, I usually fish only 1 and 2 color frogs. There are a ton of different color frogs in the market. And as you'll notice with most of them, it's still just a white belly. You've got, they're purple or any kind of crazy color they got up top, and fishing just a white belly. I mean, the presentation of this white frog, or sorry, black frog, is the same as this here white frog. So, and I like to take my black frog and I'll fish it in that darker colored situations, and the more visibility I got, I do like to fish that white frog. I will fish the black frog in some clear water. It really just kind of depends how they're behaving that day. So hopefully y'all learned something. Hopefully I did a pretty good job. And as the weather clears up and it starts to get a little warmer, spring hits, we can actually get out and get some video on the boat and actually demonstrate how to use some different types of baits, even some that I've presented here today. So with that, y'all have a good day.